Oh, now I'm live. Yeah. I was struggling a bit trying to get this working. That one box over there that says this, it's not working. I'm not sure. Let me check in OBS. Yep, it's there. It's working now. So we are going to be in this stream doing missions to Sarnus, Naden, and Urlum. Let me just type a few things in the chat. At least if my thing chooses to work now. Come on. Okay, so now can you hear me? Oops, I may have had a bit of a problem there. Yep, so now I hope it's all fine. Why nope? Yeah, but now can you hear me? Yes. I see how stream elements motors typed out by night. What? Yes. So now let's continue. Will go back. Can you now hear me? Can you now hear me? Okay, works. I assume. So, okay, I'll fine tune that thing later. And let us now send this to Jewel for our first Sarnus mission. Okay, good. You can hear me. Oops, I did it again. The night were telling stream elements. Can you now hear me? Cause Womic has been disconnecting like every single minute. Can you hear me again now? Okay, good. Yeah, Womic has been disconnecting a bit. It's been a bit of a problem, but okay. I will need to point my thing at the right place, which I have done a horrible job at the starting. Why are these using these real plumes? Why don't these use waterfall? I have no clue. I think I have gotten like restock installed now, which is just messing with the waterfall mod. As you can see, need to quote RL10s are ignited. These are not RL10s, these are the cheat engines. Yeah. And this stage will not have enough fuel to fully send us to Sarnus. We will have to use a bit of propulsion from the main probe. Unfortunately, I underestimated the amount of fuel you need to get to Joule. Yeah, and the probe's engine has ignited. And this is going to be the final kick needed to send us to Joule. And okay, it connected good. Let me just see stream chat after this bit, because I have not got it overlaid on my screen. I will sort that problem out like next stream, because I basically thought of that idea like today, like not just today, like about a minute before starting this stream, to the point where I just could not do it, unfortunately. Yeah. Just point in one direction, purple canyon. If this chooses to work, yeah, 81 meters per second burn almost. So yeah, I am plotting out a Joule gravity assist. ChatGPT gave me the numbers of what angle I need, so that's how I know that angle I will require, or what angle should be between Joule and Sarnus, and this over here and here looks about 50 degrees. What about you? I'm not sure. So yeah, I will need to actually see whether this intercepts with Sarnus. Now I have Joule done. I need to now just check about Sarnus, because I could be like messing it up badly. Yep, I have. I need to get a little bit more like upward gravity assist. Okay. Yeah, here's me trying to fine tune this gravity assist just in the correct way to reach Sarnus. Yeah, as long as I get a Sarnus encounter, I'm good. No, yeah. I just need a Sarnus encounter, and this one, yeah. Yeah, the Joule No, not till I'm going inside. It's so annoying plotting gravity assist and then it decides that I'm going to have to go inside the planet for that gravity assist, which I want to plan. Or there's this one here, which is not the one which I want. I want to take this one here because what if I could have timed this gravity assist better. I'm going to tell that though. Okay. I hate this maneuver thing, how unfinicky it is. And now no target. This is so useful. KSP likes to hate me so much. Let me just try to keep it. Okay, so till here I am inside of Julia. Till here. This is the closest Jewel encounter that I can get, and it sends us a mile away. And I do not want to take this one because that will take longer and actually be kind of like, why did I even do this thing then? There's another possibility I can get through it here, but then that is going to also just destroy my time problem because I'm not going to let this thing take so long. Yep, me struggling to plot out gravity assist, that's normal. Don't worry. This is not like a one-off. This is going to be what you see throughout this entire video. Or live stream, I should say. Yes, I should be a little more loud. Come on. Okay, what if... Okay, this trajectory is a bad one inside a Joule. I should be looking at if it gives me a white line outside. And the next best trajectory I can get will be here, which actually just pushes me in the wrong direction slightly. I got enough periapsis now. I just need to. Why when I try to get this like above Joule, it becomes a problem. What if I just So yes, do I get anything out of finicking with this maneuver so much? Oh, there you go. That's the gravity assist I wanted. That's the gravity. Oh, so this is confusing me because that current orbit is giving me a periapsis, which is what I'm assuming is going to be my periapsis, and then choosing to take this one like that. Is there an even quicker route to Sarnus which I can take by like... I should have lined it all up little better so something more like this can work. Or I could use a different maneuver known. Oh, yeah. Why on earth does KSP have this control lock feature? Because, like, look, my control is not locked. Yeah, I actually feel like finding the source code of KSP like by install and editing it with some sort of batch file, because that is one of the most useless features that they've added in a long time. And this is not working well. Yeah, now I'll get this problem. I know what happened in this encounter. So the thing is, all the good encounters that don't go. Okay, I could try getting one with an encounter like this. Then I know this goes inside of Jewel. I may just be able to like get it like this. Then I get a very inclined curveball orbit. So none of these trajectories I have are useful at all for me. Why are Joule and like why did it recommend me this horrible transfer window which either is like 17 years or there's this other method which goes inside of Joule. for this pen, I get about this much with a proper good trajectory. So I'll take doing this much and then try getting, let's say, a small. Okay, so how close are these moons to me? This I'm not properly liquid or then. Yep, I'm now trying to get a double assist because Jewel is of course never going to be enough in this case, looks like. So I'm going to also need to take a bit of help from Thylo. And maybe Val if possible. I would have taken. And now if I get a bit of extra help from Thylo. Oh yeah, I'm getting in the wrong way. So I need to take another Thylo encounter, which goes here, which is going to be from the other side of Jewel, I assume. And is this? No, it isn't. It just raises my orbit in the wrong way. Not enough. Not enough. Unfortunately, so far, I've been absolutely failing at reaching even Sarnus, let alone Urlum and Jaden later. Yeah, but now I can get this encounter closer that I'm focused on Thylo. I know where everything is, you know. I've been struggling to talk today. Why did my iPad just randomly close? I just check live chat. Okay, we are back to 3 viewers. So yeah, now let me just. Why is this such a useless thing to manage? I don't just maneuver or just disappeared randomly when I tried to click on the window. Yeah, and I think this is a close encounter. You can't say it's not close. This is Tyler's gravity. I mean, Tyler's the size of curve, and so you basically get an extra gravity assist from it. Me trying to fine tune this maneuver to get as close to Tyler as possible. Let's see what result would such an assist give. I think I may need the other side of June. That could be a smart idea if I did through the other side, other than like orbit, like trajectory, through the Julian system. If I could, I'll try Lathe. Lathe could be another good target opportunity. But if this thing chose to budge, actually, okay, Lathe is going to be the wrong part or the correct part of its orbit, so I can get a good gravity assist of 8. Which, if you don't know, Lathe is also quite big. And it's quite close to Joule, so we may just get a good better gravity assist through using Lathe. I'll again have to do my fine tuning. And if I take it like this, there you go. If I take a bit like this and continue doing like this for a bit of time until I get to fly back to what I want. Just the problem with Lathe is that it has an atmosphere, so that could spoil our thing. This was one of the more useless encounters because the thing is, I don't think it's actually it's getting an encounter with Lathe, which is sending it into the Thylo encounter, which is then all together being absolutely useless and just sending it nowhere. Unless I'm crashing into something. Because I can't even see my maneuver trajectory outside. And I think I know why. It is because Kerbal can't handle so many sphere of influence changes that it just give up. I'll quick save and just try this burn in case it works. Okay, what? Yeah, that's the one. Canyon I flew by. It was not the one. Canyon is from one of my KSP mods. if you did not know about that. You can say flying like by the sun, close to the sun for a little. Okay, 2 minutes later, the bond doesn't matter, and let us execute. Actually, I'm not executing this. I don't like blaming myself for something, so I'll just make Jeb do it. So I can also get more cool shots. Plus, I should also be doing something called extending the magnetometer boom, so it looks more cool. And spacecraft feel like, most spacecrafts have this big boom that I like to use this science experiment for. Okay, so I can just So what McJeb did was absolutely waste my time and do not worth nothing. I think so. I don't think these things are at all. So I just have to wing it by doing it myself. Okay, I don't know where this thing came, this singularity screen here. Okay, now I have to go a little more north. I think so. Relative to Kerbal's magnetosphere, and then just continue doing it like this. This is what I have to do. This is what I have to do for Kerbal content. This is becoming a live stream, highlights soon. Yeah, those are going to probably also come out tomorrow, because normally they would come out on the same day, but then I have stuff in my life today, so I can't actually put them out today. Yeah, let's just keep it at the periapsis now and see this trajectory I get a best on this is. I need to be a little bit more north or south, I'm not sure. In the descending node, I think got was I should pin it. It was. Okay, I'm just increasing it now. So yeah, now we are getting close, very close, to the point where I think a small correction burn a joule periapsis should be enough. Add maneuver. And how long is, and I think this is the type of trajectory which I kind of wanted. Anyways, okay, it's going, this is not how I want it to be. So how good is this? So about 140 extra. So about 1600 meters per second toward the Sarnus system, which I think a gravity assist translate and detector should almost capture it. Then I can properly capture it by maybe 100 to 200 meters per second. So we'll have a bit of fuel in this thing to a Sarnus system. So toward the Sarnus system, I'll probably deploy these two probes quite early in the mission, giving us extra fuel. I mean, we have so much fuel yet. I mean, we started with about only 2000 meters per second of delta V, so Also, I think we are right next to Gujul. We are doing the flyby. We have done a bit of the lane encounter, and that's Jewel, this green massive gas giant, and you can see Kerbal there. You can see Jod Blast. That's Eve. That's Kerbal, the tiny pale blue dot. Because as Carl Sagan said, that's home. That's us. Every single human that has ever existed. Everything. Okay. Let me just quickly to remove the singularity screen. I don't know how did I get it on. And I have a few mods, as you can see. I have stuff like the Kel'Thuzor system and stuff like that. Can anyone actually be in the live chat? Whoever is in the live chat actually respond or do something? How stream elements tend to do something and then oops, and then Nightbot responded in the live chat. You can see Jules rings over there. Yeah, now with that singularity window has has closed itself. I may not make this my actual wallpaper. I mean, Kerbal is a tiny dot, just like Earth in space. I think I think government should know that fact, because the way that if they try to destroy Earth with these nuclear weapons is just don't. Yeah, I need to use kill rod or SAS. Point retrograde and just do this maneuver. Yeah, I mean, actually need to also do a bit of this here. And then get my trajectory starting to be like half optimized for Sarnus. This is it like one. I think okay, I'm going to. Okay, so this is a quick note. I'm not going to do all the 3 missions. I'll just do Sarnus and Urlum, because I am not sure how on earth will I get a gravity assist chain which also includes Maiden. Where is this trajectory? Why? Why on earth does Kerbal have this stupid feature which says can't add maneuver not due to control lock? Like, this is one of the most stupid features that they've ever added to this Kerbal. It does not ever been more made it more fun. It is glitchy, knowing like the entire Kerbal source code is quite glitchy. I think so. I mean, I've made my own game Space Dash, that's how I know. It's source code and terms like that, yep. I also like to code in my free time. And now try to get a good Sarnus intercept. With about 60 meters per second. I even if you have only a kilometer per second to explore the Sarnus system, my idea is to get a quite elongated orbit, so then we just naturally encounter with these moons. Try to aim at something like slate or tecto. So we go like this, but it goes like this. That means that I should not be going like this, but should instead be doing like this. The problem looks like it is that Slate wants me to crash into Saturn if I want to encounter it like that, or be in a retrograde trajectory if I want to do the other thing. Yeah, so it's not going to be my best option to gravity assist off. I'll use Tecto then. Tecto, which is, I mean, I already have a knack of using weird things that most of the KSP community doesn't use for gravity assist. Like, I use Tecto more often than Slate, or I normally barely ever use Tylo gravity assist. I use Lathe gravity assist more often, because Lathe ones are easier to like manage. Understand what I mean, hopefully. Yep. And I think this is on a correct like thing, everything. And even if we can't like line up our exact gravity assist, okay, this I think I may have ruined my entire maneuver node by just holding these things up. This is how precise all these bonds have to be to get it all working. So if I go to Tecto now, let's go to Tecto and just do it like how I done the lathe maneuver node thing, which ended up not working because KSP is, MechJeb chose not to work, not KSP. I will have to give KSP credit instead of just blame it for every single thing, even if sometimes it's not its fault, it's MechJeb's fault, which I can't like tell. It normally makes mistakes like half of the time. Okay, we need a maneuver node editor from MechJeb, because when 001, yep, I start to need more like increments of like this much. And here is a small increment. What's my speed after versus before? I won't be able to see. The thing is that this actually has made me go faster, not slower. Useless. But if I take it to the other side, and this is only to slow me down slightly, even though not by enough to fully slow down. I could try slowing down at Tecto to just lower me down into a Sarnus orbit using less fuel than what I would normally require. So this one maneuver is going to cost me about okay. I really hate how unintuitive the Kerbal stock maneuver systems are. Okay, I will not be able to waste about 1000 meters per second. Okay, I probably destroy both of these maneuvers. I just getting close to Sarnus and doing a normal Oberth maneuver to get to Sarnus. So it's like periapsis and doing a normal Oberth maneuver, yes. That's way to make our Sarnus system exploration heavily limited, but okay, fine. Why did I make an alarm now? This is kind of where like I feel KSP, Kitten Space Agency or KSA is going to be really good. I mean, I think my next live stream or next few live streams after it's released to the public will be, you know, me, my first impressions and all that, because as long as there's no embargo and all that nonsense that exists currently. Okay, so we'll have about 1400 meters per second. Okay, I'll just execute next node by MacJeb again. I hope MacJeb works this time, because I think the way I'm using glitches were like I've used no fuel, nothing has happened, this engine just chose not to work. I like how the time to periapsis is just minus seconds and not positive seconds. I mean, I think this probe will leave the sun system. Or wait, I think I have an idea. I could just go around Sarnus, take into one probe to take to throw that other one inside, you know, Sarnus, and that could be it. That's kind of the main mission, but I also like to use this probe like somewhere else. I could have added RCS onto these two probes, so I could just send these two in a hyperbolic trajectory while this tries to stay connected with them, but you know, I'm dumb and I forgot it. Yes, I just forgot adding RCS for some means of propulsion to these probes that I'm going to be sending to the atmosphere. More medium, start the engine, start the engine, start the engine, start the engine, start the engine. Yeah, good. Good work. I kill every so often. Yeah, now, okay, let's just check if anyone. Oh, my 4 viewers. What's that question mark you asked? What's the question? Okay, I think I accidentally opened power ties and not KSP. I'm useless at times. I hope you know I also make mistakes at times. I hate a robot. Stop asking me that reCAPTCHA. You know, reCAPTCHA memes. This is another thing I like. I mean, if we are really thinking of this at this point, I am not sure. Okay, that's pinning is not supposed to happen so badly. Okay. Let's see how well this works. Oh my! Only 200 meters per second needed, and I think for the main maneuver I would want 400 meters per second, or I could get a more eccentric orbit for 300. I'll take it. I will take it. Don't look at that. That is flashing lights. Try ignoring the damn wall as well. You can see. And we are only doing the Sarnus mission, but we are going to care more about it. So, if this was a bit clickbaity, don't worry. Do not worry. You are getting your thing that I know you all came for the 11 dated missions. Not today, but in the next few streams. We are entering the Sarnus system. Isn't Sarnus a beautiful planet? Somewhat like Saturn, basically. Oh, wait a minute. Something glitched out. Yeah, time up complete. Let me just yep. Node. Yep. And let us do our Sarnus insertion burn over the pale gas giant. I don't think this is actually having communication with Kerbal. No, it does. That's Jewel, that's Dura, that's Van. Where the hell is Kerbal? Wait, what the hell? So, the So yeah, let's do the Earth capture into Sarnus orbit. So yeah, the control log this time is something which I actually can agree with. Yep, and let's go. Okay, done. Off. Let me just skill rotation and try to time up a bit until we get some actual line of sight with Kobe. I can delete the one over. So look, first of all, can I find the pale blue dot? No, it's not currently visible with the current position of it in its orbit here. Let's first target Tecto. Looks like I may have went in a retrograde orbit. So not good. Okay, I will have to now try to figure out how to sort its orbital inclination without wasting too much fuel. Because Tecto is on a very inclined orbit. Yep. We are going to be needing about 71 meters per second to sort our inclination for a Tecto intercept. Then after Tecto, we are going to do one with Slate. We are going to be doing one with the inner few moons, and then we are going to be sending a probe into Sarnus. You can actually see one of the tiny little moons casting a shadow on Sarnus and the ring shadows as well. If you want, I can actually show you a mod that I've been working on in KSP. Tell if you'll ever want to see it in the future. Okay, and let us fire the engines. Basically, it's a planet pack where everything is in orbital resonance with about, I think, 1 to 3 to 6 to 12 to 36 orbital resonance or something like that, or 36 to 72 orbital resonance, Yeah, and done. So we are now in a trajectory, good trajectory. Now we can go to Saturn periapsis or Sarnus periapsis and slow down a bit more, because I don't think we'll need to go south unless we need to want to go to the Calbello system. And as you can see, we are above the rings of Sarnus, doing one more burn here. Here, let's just use skill rod and then slow it down. So yeah, I think I could have used some asparagus staging, but I care about the solar base if possible. I know my last video. What we think of the solar base, I'm not a fool to know that they don't exist. Don't worry. I have some bricks. So what if we try? Okay, let's go to Tector focus view and then see and try to get a intercept, a very close intercept with it, so we can send the probe inside the atmosphere for probably the first and last time. I don't want something that changes my Sarnus orbit too much, or I could, I will need about 80 meters per second here, but over here if I do a slight retrograde one of about 8 meters per second, I can do it. So yeah, I'll go with over here. So why guys, I will take this probe, send it on a trajectory into Tector, then take a maneuver that sends this main craft outside the atmosphere trajectory, collision trajectory into Tector, and then you know the plan basically, I hope so. And you can see the E-ring of Sarnus, the Elu ring of Sarnus. And you can see the beautiful ring gas giant there with its swirling bands and clouds. I just got like Poods OVPM like working. And I mean, if you are thinking my next video, which I was supposed to keep as a video to tech, I decided to now delay to the future and keep it as tomorrow's video instead of keep that video to be in the future and make the video which was supposed to come tomorrow on Friday to basically come tomorrow. So you understand, hopefully. I know it was confusing. And as you can see, we are coasting our way to Tecto here. Look at Sarnus there. You can, I know I love Neptune, but I also love Saturn as well. Like, I can't decide which planet is better. I love Neptune's blue, but I also love Saturn's rings. Like, come on. Who doesn't like Saturn's rings? Oh, There is a first probe which I think I separated away. We have some experiments, not a many, but we have a few. And now we have separated the probe. We can see visual confirmation that the probe is separated. I will change the orbit of this main craft over here, which is this mothership here, to which also now is going to be quite unbalanced, but just barely not too unbalanced. To not go into Tecto or not go too close to Tecto. Yep, I will keep a retrograde orbit. I just think it's a good idea to do so. Yeah. Now we are going to switch to this mothership and point it at Kerbal. So it can take data from Kerbal. Now, it can take data from Kerbal or data, however you pronounce it, whether you're Australian or what. Okay, so, yep. Now, this probe here is flying into Tecto. I think I may have accidentally time hopped into the atmosphere, but still. Here you go, the entry into the atmosphere and the re-entry heat effects are coming. But Tecto actually has such a thick atmosphere that I don't know why I even added a parachute, to be honest. As soon as I can, I will open these antennas. As soon as it stops it doesn't like break the main antenna itself. And I think looking at this like less cloudy region of Tecto and looking at a map, we are landing on land, yay! We are not landing in one of those methane seas or kethane seas, however you call it. Methane, methane, kethane, whatever. Are you a Kerbal or what? Yeah. I'm waiting till I can deploy the antenna. We can start to toggle the displays, as you can see the gravioli. So the temperature is 172.81 Kelvin, about 38 kilometers from the surface. Oh wait, yeah, we are just barely not landing in the ocean, like we are landing in like the exact seashore. Can I now deploy this piece? Happy? Kerbal, now I can deploy this piece. Or will you break it? Oh! The antenna is deployed. That means we can get the thermometer, barometer, and gravioli detection from Tecto. I think this is not a useful thing to do at all. Can I just transfer like half of the science and keep half anyway, doesn't matter. We can just say transfer slowly and like uses less electricity, or the RTG is a little better. I think I'm ditching the heat shield at this point. That's why I'm trying to like select it frantically and detach it, jettison heat shield. It's falling as slow as like Nivea, and it is also falling at like 90 meters per second at like 20 kilometers. Okay, we can see the methane seas. I think this could land in a similar like type of region where the Huygens probe landed onto Titan, because that's what it looks like here. Because that's how like this area is like. I think because Huygens I think landed on a type of like damp sand like area of firm sand, and that's kind of what I expect of this area of Tecto. But like I only went to Tecto once, and that is very far from the methane lakes or methane lakes, however you like to pronounce them. The pressure is already above Kerbal's average pressure. The gravity is low. The temperature displays for some reason off. Now it's getting colder as we go further down into Tecto's atmosphere. We just close all of this. Oh right, no. Okay, so good, we got a position where the sun is visible. Unfortunately, we got this Sarnus because that was like the best part of my next video. So of that Tecto video, which is going to soon come out. I'm not going to tell when, because I do not want to spoil it and make you. I want to keep anticipation high, even though I already have kind of spoiled a bit of that one, because you know what I did, right? I hope you saw my recent community post on those images from that one tech mission I've been talking about quite a lot. I hope you all did see those images because that was a nice mission to do. And wow, we are like, I'm trying to like sweep this thing in the air over to those methane lakes by trying to use the antenna, the wing. But all I have done is made this worse. And probably that was a horrible idea anyway. So you know. I'm trying to extend where this is going to land as close to those methane lakes as possible. Okay, where are these methane lakes? I have to try splashing this thing down in a methane lake. A methane lake if possible. Yup, is this going to reach there? I don't feel so, but I'll still try until I have to deploy the parachutes eventually to not blast this thing into pieces. Okay, so yeah, now I think I've gotten a good thing. Problem is we're already like almost down at the surface. And this is moving very slowly towards those methane lakes. Let's hope we can reach there. Let's really hope we can reach there. I'll try deploying my parachutes as late as possible. But I am quite doubtful. I could be greedy and try to get it to go further, but like last few times I've tried, it has just... Oh, this is quite a major improvement. I hope those are methane lakes and not a layer of fog. And I'll just deploy the parachutes as soon as we are over those lakes. Little after that actually, probably. Oh, come on. Okay, this is going... Antenna broke due to the forces. No. And then it's not broken but broken at the same time. Wow. This is so... I mean, these are drone shoots which are just absolutely hammering this thing on Tector. I mean, isn't this a beautiful view? So I think I could keep this as a thumbnail. I may also remove one of these parachutes. And we can so land this probe in the outer Kabbalah system. What's that rock type over there? I mean, isn't Tecto a beautiful planet? Of all the objects in the solar system, I like Titan. Like, of all the moons in the solar system, I like Titan and Triton the most. And Tecto just takes, like, the part which I like about Triton, I just adds that to Titan. Like, come on, like, the thing I like about Triton is the fact that it is at this wonky inclination around Neptune. So I'm not talking about the retrograde inclination. I'm not very happy about that. But I like this wonky inclination that it has. But like, yeah, this is not my attempt because anyway we have lost this antenna. So what am I to lose if I just crash this thing while I'm trying to like rover this over to my target place, which is those methane seas or methane seas, you know. I hope this look nice. I hope this works. Okay, I don't want to just roll down the hill fully, but like I have to slowly do it. Control, yeah, 130 meters. Okay, let's just see the analytics. Always had a few times it's 6 viewers. Yeah, whoever is watching, can you all be in the live chat and comment in the live chat? It's always nice to have some stuff in the live chat. That's nice, okay? Or y'all comment whatever y'all want. I will see every so often. I can't mostly because I'm focusing on this, but like now I may just see it. Okay. Now I'm just rolling it down the hill. And 110 meters. And as you can see, 92 meters now. We are slowly like climbing down this hill. I may even repack the chutes. If I could have, I would have repacked these chutes and tried to just keep them in case I end up crashing this 77 meters. We also just try to go in a few different ways. Yeah, so I'm just trying to land this like into the keypads. Is as you can see. Yeah, this has been one of my worst live streams ever. I don't mind. I mean, the 24-hour streams are quite bad, but like, this is actually bad. There you go. I mean, Tecto is actually quite a small object to be like so like beautiful and wonderful. But we also soon have to switch to the mothership once we reach. Something may have broke. Okay, it's only that, so let's just continue this weird nonsense. Okay, so we basically were somewhere about up here when we landed and then just rolled it over down to these seas almost. Into a Keaton lake, not a Keaton sea. Let's see what happens when we land into these seas. Is methane going to be giving me buoyant enough, or is it this thing going to sink? And this thing is sinking. As you can see, the depths of the Keaton sea there. I'm trying to keep this like half Keaton sea, half not, so it looks beautiful for one of my thumbnails. The thing is, I don't think it's getting out. Or is it if I just... Yep. It's going to be able to get out if I roll it, you know, like how I've been. Problem is the sea's pressure is just trying to force this thing down. It could just, this could be a good thumbnail, this sunken probe. Let me just with Shift S, take a screenshot of that, yep. But now we are done with this main probe, Huygens probe. Huygens, yep, I'll name it like this. And let's go to the tracking station. And then go back to the casino like analog should I probably like because I mean if you want I can do another one, but this stream has been going on for quite a while. As you can see, escape trajectory out of Tecto. So it was like most of this time. I mean, where is it? It is almost lost sight with that craft. Like, and we just ended up landing like that. I mean, if we lost sight with that craft, we would have lost flight control. So, we have been very lucky today. I think I'll admit that. So, yeah, now let's do the main other moves of Sarnus. Oh, we could do another thing. So, now, chat, decide now. What shall I do first? Shall I do the other moves of Sarnus first? Or, shall I do the... Or shall I do the, what is it called again? Yeah, Saturn atmospheric probe first. I'll give you all 10 minutes to decide. Actually, no, I'll just use this engage with your orders. Start a poll. Okay, so let's put probe into and let's put moons, okay? Let's start the poll and give you all 30 seconds to decide. Otherwise, I will just use the one which I want to take. Let's just wait for 30 seconds. Let's just put a small timer. Oh my god, it's a big points, whatever they are. Big is the worst thing to use for that. Oh my, it's lagging. This poll is actually destroying this thing. 6 concurrent viewers. That's I think the peak that we had a few of that. It got quite a good average view duration and all that, but now we've been live for 56 minutes already. Looks like 2 minutes 40. I'll go with my thing, which is first send the probe into Sarnus, because then we have more fuel for the Sarnus moons. And I mean, come on, we're like aligned for it almost. I just need like a small retrograde burn, then we get like enough fuel for what I needed to be used for. Like a small retrograde burn should be enough to send this into Sarnus atmosphere. Okay, no, that's not enough, because I, being somebody who's scared of the dark, will need to use some amount of waiting, because can get a slate encounter soon. Looks like, so let's look at slate. Yep, that's a slate encounter. Why on earth did this have to become like how it has become? So I will have to like raise and then lower it all. Like is 400 kilometers actually in the atmosphere or no? I'll just see. Because this thing is really not understanding anything and just getting confused. As you can see, this probe space stabilized. Okay, it's not in the atmosphere, but I think we should go Sarnus probe first. But oh, I think we have got it automatically, which says slightly set us into the atmosphere. Separate the probe, separate the probe. Yep. Switch to the probe, switch to the probe, switch to the probe. Yep. Let us try this because the main thing is now going to anyway burn up. We can watch it burn up there. I think it lost an RTG already. No, that's the stack separator. And there you go. That main probe is starting to burn up. While we can use this thing with a heat shield to try and survive this Sarnus entry. You know, I will increase the ambient light boost so we can see what is actually happening. So I like to keep it at negative 100, but what's this? I will need a positive 100. That's the rings of Sarnus there. Like looking back at Sarnus, I can't even know where is Sarnus starting and where is not like there. I have to use like okay. I think this thing antenna is going to soon burn up. We anyway can't control this from when we just get a good view of the rings though. So I think we can just click extend antenna and deployment would break part of course. Because why wouldn't it? I mean, isn't this a beautiful view of something entering Sarnus' atmosphere? Like, isn't it? It should have worked though. Like, why did the Sarnus atmosphere start and then at that moment, and then at that damn moment, it decided to like burn up when it was like all going well this mission. Looks like another failure to my belt and the corbel. I mean, I've had quite a few. Oh, I think the main orbiter, a few bits of it may have survived the entry. And I should have just kept this probe. I should actually have separated this probe. It was a smart decision. That like, and I'm surprised that anything survived the entry and escaped the atmosphere again. Of course, with a massive aero brake though. And as you can see, this probe is going further and further into the atmosphere. Why are the random cuts in Saturn's rings? I don't think they should be there. I think this some Sarnus' rings. I think that's a glitch with one of my visual mods, which is doing it. I mean, I've never noticed that glitch before. As you can see, though, we are now going through Sarnus' atmosphere. You can see random flashing lights or whatever. Yeah. There are lots of particles coming at like 2 kilometers per second. I hope I could soon. I'm not using the parachutes for this, sorry. I do not have the patience to wait half an hour to an hour just for a descent. Oh, there goes the heat shield. I separated it again and then forgot to mention that I separated it. It's orbit things. According to the orbital mode, it thinks I'm going like this, but then according to the surface mode, it thinks I should be going like this. I'll base it off surface. Extend the antenna when I can. We are like right in the midnight of Sarnus, so basically you can't see anything sunward other than June, which could just add an asteroid belt, you know, which is just barely like Okay, no, we cannot see anything on this. There's just one side of Sarnus or like that orbital like area. Okay, I'll just use my fast physics time off with 34x time off speed from well, which I've just like made like a small bit of time off config for. We are near the tropical bands according to global engineer and the people who made this mod. Ignore the way it's vibrating. I can't keep it far for that to go away that weird effect. Yep. Now we can just wait. It's going to slowly go down into Sarnus second burn time. But then what do you think of these rings? Let's just see what the barometer and the thermometer have to say. Oh, 500 kilopascals. The gravity. Oh, we are soon going into the clouds of Sarnus, which could be the first time this probe sees light in a while. I mean, it's about the temperature should not be getting lower. It should increase as we go further into the gas giant and get closer to the more denser regions. I mean, something like Jupiter, you would probably start to see it like slightly increase, then lower, then increase completely due to the fact that Jupiter's core is about 12,000 Celsius hot. And I think we're soon going to pass below zero. And I think we're inside a few clouds here. Yeah, and we are inside inside Sarnus, I think so. We are not bound by the kill sphere. That means we are going to have another kill sphere later. Where are these? Why is Sarnus see-through? Or either that or I discovered a KSP glitch. Yeah, let's see now. Are we done yet? Are we done yet? I think 75 kilometers is where the minus 75 kilometers where the skill sphere will happen. I hope I can extend this antenna. No, I can't. Deployment would break part. Okay. And this has been kind of a more lackluster deployment compared to the one which would be in daytime because of you know what happened. So I think we're soon fell into Sarnus for far enough. We should soon. Oh! Some lightning. And there it goes. Destroyed under the pressures. And we almost reached daytime in Sarnus, which would have started to illuminate this probe just barely. Not enough at all, but still just barely illuminate this probe. And let us just see what's left in the debris over here. I'm pretty sure it lost its engine and its antenna both, so it's kind of useless. But still, let's just see in case anything happens. If there's any damage to this. Okay, where is this orbiter in flight? And let's see what is going to happen to it. It's going to burn up into Sarnus. So a failure, I would say, because it was not supposed to burn up. Though, just remember to also watch my other videos because they are all nice. This is a failure. There's nothing useful left other than fuel tanks and engines. There's no antenna that is going to actually be let me control this thing. It's hopefully will burn up. I will just use my name thing to burn it up because KSP hates 100x. Okay, 1000x time work. Okay. Let me just create physics swap name and then select this name. Okay, simple. Yep, and there you go. Yeah. What the heck have I done? This probe is leaving the Sarnus system in no time. It's leaving the core, Bola system, leaving the entire interstellar trajectory. And I think the closest star it's going to reach would be this star called Ba or closest stuff from a actual, like different from any, if it's a bot based, then it's going to probably reach close to the Nova Kirbani system as well. What the hell just happened? I think this sums up this stream here. I hope you enjoyed. See you all in other videos and bye.